unlike we normally do, what we normally do is pick comparison entities to look at salary classification, but unlike we do, Evergreen approached this differently. They did not just look at comparable counties of school systems within Maryland. What they did is sort of draw a circle around and said, what would be a reasonable commuting distance? And picked out entities within that to compare to. And so, unlike we have done in the past, they picked these school systems in Maryland to compare ourselves with. So when you see comparable or marketplace, this is what they're talking about. Mm-hmm. Allegheny, these are boards of education in Maryland. Allegheny, which we normally wouldn't use, but they picked Allegheny not only because of where they are, but also because they're also seeing declining enrollments. Baltimore City, Baltimore County, Frederick, Hartford, Howard, Montgomery is included, Prince George's County, and Washington. Those are the school systems generally within an hour commute, or at least that touch within an hour commute parts of those counties. They also picked Conewago Valley School System, Gettysburg, and Upper Adams, and all of these are in the report. So they're outlined in the report. In addition, McDaniel College and Carroll Community College. In addition to that, they used these private entities: McCormick, Whiting Turner, Hess Construction, Turner Construction, and Oak Contracting. So it is a broader field than what we generally compare to when we do comparable salaries. And so the results are different.
And didn't they also look at the county government?
I'm sorry, I missed Carroll County government. They also looked at Carroll County government, yes. So that's a much broader field of comparisons than we look at. So they're not, remember, they're not just looking at teaching, they're also looking at all job titles. Support staff, trades, cafeteria workers, accountants, technicians, all of those. And here's what they found. We're above market. When I say market, I'm talking about these entities. Mm-hmm. In about 10% of our employees have positions where they're paid above market. So we do have employee in classifications that are above these markets, but only 10%. Specifically, they looked at 3 points in the salary compensation: the minimum salary, the midpoint, and the maximum salary. So what I would say is, in general, we have employees who are paid above market, and employees, a vast majority of people are paid at or below market. And specifically, I'll pull these bullet points out of the report. 89.2% of employees in Carroll County are at or below market at the minimum job level, job title across all salary categories. I'll say that again. 89.2 of all employee salaries in Carroll County Public Schools are at or below market at the minimum level in the salary scale across all job titles. 93.2% of employee salaries in Carroll County are at or below market at the mid-range level across all job classifications. And 96.2% of all employee salaries in Carroll County Public Schools are at or below market at the maximum level across all job classifications. So generally speaking, our concerns and what we've been expressing about not being competitive in salary schedules is for the most part true. But we do have, because the scale and not being able to do much except add bonuses, intermittent raises, and things like that, there are some job classifications that are above the market as compared with these entities. So what we will take away from this is to correct it may not be as expensive as we thought, but we have to work with our employee groups and that. So our goal is to get everybody at the midpoint of the comparable counties. Now, that's not something we can do ourselves. That's something we would do at the bargaining table, so I don't want to get into too much, but I'm just saying what it's going to be publicly available so you're aware of it. So that's on the compensation side.